We got to talk about the higher prize pool because I know that you said that fans were excited about that too, as well as probably, you know, the players because they're the ones that are getting those coins.
No doubt about it. So we are going to have by far our biggest prize pool ever in 2K League history. We'll share more about that in the next couple of weeks. But I can promise you, with more games, with more money on the line, there's a lot more prize money out there.
And I know that there are amateur teams competing against 2K League teams, right?
Yeah, so Alexis, so we constantly, our players, us as the league, we're constantly being told
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, we can finally say the NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And a moment now to check out who the Warriors have coming up on their schedule. On Thursday, then on Sunday. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got James Wiseman, Kuminga out there with Thompson. Then there's Moody, and it's Chioza in at the point guard position. And for the Lakers, they've got Jones. Oliver is out there with Johnson. Then there's Doumbouya, and it's Brown in a two-guard. Hey, Greg, with over a decade you had in the NBA, is there an opening night that you remember most?
Man, that very first time putting on that Knicks jersey. The game was in Orlando. I played 28 minutes, which was a lot for a rookie back then, and I'll never forget that night.
So the Lakers win the tip. Now here's Jones. Here's Johnson, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
An efficient start here offensively. Working it inside for the easy two.
Here's Moody. The shot, no good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Here's Brown. No good on that one.
Yeah, you know what, guys? He's not very effective from that spot. He's got to put some work in there.
Here's Chioza. Good on the three-point shot.
Chioza, 3.
And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. To the middle. Here's Oliver. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
A nice shot by Moody.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And if you need help spacing the floor, Moody's your guy. He's a nightmare to defend.
An elite three-point shooter, you have to go out and guard him. But if you close out too hard, he can put the ball on the floor and take advantage of the driving lane. So pick your poison.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by the Lakers. The feed now to Wiseman. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Oh, fantastic job by Wiseman to just stick with it, not let the contact disrupt him. Totally focused on the rim.
Johnson, and then Johnson with the jam.
You know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
Here's Chioza. Passes it to Moody from the arc. Connects from three-point range. Moody's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors. The Lakers have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Out to the right wing. Doumbouya gets a wide-open look. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Here's Chioza. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. The pass to Moody. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wiseman. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Now listen, we know Wiseman has a nice outside game, but inside there aren't too many guys who can match up with him physically.
Doumbouya can't get it to go. Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Thompson passes to Wiseman. Back to Thompson. Here's Chioza. Pass to Kuminga. The rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Lakers. Trailing by 2.
And while they swept the season series against them last year, making it pretty clear how much separation exists between the two teams.
I mean, one is a playoff team. The other, question mark, ... not so much. But things change, and you're only as good as your last win, so we'll see how they handle things tonight.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
Yeah, and I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Make some noise! Get ready for the Dance Squad! Get ready for the Dance Squad!
So a moment now to see the story on Doumbouya. How he performed last season. 8th in rebounding, 10th in scoring, and his passing skills were on full display all year. He ranked among the top 15 in assists.
He was a top 10 rebounder last season for good reason. He's an incredibly intense guy to compete with. And for a full game, too. I mean, just nonstop. He takes it in. Shots good from Mason.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Alton.
Well, Frank Vogel had a few minutes to share with me. He pointed to Klay Thompson as one of the game's great streak shooters. Coach said Klay can bury you with a couple of quick runs. We have to counter that with streaks of our own. Sounds like there could be some fireworks here tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's Wiseman. Moody the pass to Kuminga. Thompson for 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
No doubt this is Thompson's most lethal weapon. One of the greatest three-point shooters in the history of this game.
Doumbouya good.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Thompson outside. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound the Lakers. Freak with it, and it's blocked. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. And now another look at that mobile 1 block defensive performance.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
Pass to Brown. Now here's Doumbouya. He's covered by Thompson.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
Out to the right wing. Back to Thompson. Passes it to Chioza. Lets it go from 14. Wiseman no good.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
It's stolen by Wiseman. Thompson outside, jumps up, and Thompson throws it down.
And out in the open court, Clay completes the break. Fearless finisher.
Now Mason. Swiped it away. Here's Kuminga. And he beats the buzzer. Wow!
Yeah, that's just an amazing play to get that ball off in time.
I agree. I mean, and to have the composure to lock in and get off a shot he feels confident about, that's good work.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Warriors lead by 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Warriors leading by 8. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at the Lakers. Brown out there with Doumbouya. Then it's Freak, and it's Smith. Drains it from beyond the arc. Thompson's got 8 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Now here's Brown from 11 feet away. Yep, it counts. Brown's got his first basket of the night. Greg, you played on one of college basketball's all-time super teams. Hard to imagine we'll see that kind of dominance over several seasons like you guys had at UNLV.
It's true, and we still see dominant teams, but, you know, the difference is now the most talented teams tend to only play together for one season, and so that makes it really hard to run together stretches where you can call yourself a legitimate dynasty. But I still love where our game is and look forward to watching these young men chase their dreams.
Good on the triple.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft.
Oh,
man.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
I agree. I mean, now's when they need a spark the most.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile one block once more. What a play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Brown drives in, and then Brown with the dunk.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And the jam by Doumbouya.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Releases from 15, and he hits the jumper for 2. Kuminga's got 5. Quarter 2, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And the Lakers call time here. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Oliver. Knocked loose. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Tipped away. So it's the Lakers now. Clock at 4. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Chioza passes to Moody. Thompson with it. Here's Kuminga. He's guarded by Johnson. And the shot goes down. Kuminga's got his third bucket of the night.
A team-first player. When Thompson notices one of his guys is uncovered, he is willing to get it to him. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Well, something, Greg, we can't take for granted. It's nice just to see Klay Thompson out on the floor.
No doubt, Kevin. And, you know, the NBA is just a better league with a healthy Klay Thompson. He makes this team more fun to watch. Good for humor and one incredible performance a year.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Klay Thompson has lost 2 prime years to a torn ACL and then a ruptured Achilles. He says so many athletes have been through this. It's just a new set of challenges. With my style of play, I feel I can be effective till my late 30s. I plan on being the all-NBA player I was and won't settle for anything less. Guys, that will be a great comfort to his team.
Indeed, and who's going to doubt him? I love his attitude. Undaunted. David, thank you. Down low. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Oliver.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Thompson from long range. Drills it from outside.
For 3.
Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Johnson gets the bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't going to get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
Wiseman with the bucket.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Toomboya can't get it to go. Warriors leading by 11. Chioza. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Now into the lineup for your Lakers, Jay Huff, Frank Mason.
.41 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the Warriors decide to take their first timeout here.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the half. And the shot is good.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
The Lakers shooting an impressive 65%, having their way with this defense. .23 seconds left now here in the second. Lays it up and banks it in. Mason's got his second basket. And it's Williams with the ball for the Warriors. The pass to Weatherspoon. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
He gets it in there.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pass to Williams. The three. No good on the last second attempt there. And that does it for the first half of play. The Warriors on top. They lead by 11. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Steve. A good rhythm for you in the first half. What do you like most about how your team's competing?
Just like the ball movement, you know, the drive and kick. Our guys have played really well together. Just trying to move the ball, get a great shot.
We'll see if you can keep the ball flying around as we continue. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Klay Thompson putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. He's been a different player than he was in their last outing when he was off his game. He's rounded back into form tonight. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
The way they're shooting it from deep, they're going to be hard to beat. This team has a lot of confidence and lets it fly without hesitation. Defensively, you have to force them off their spots, make them put the ball on the floor.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team?
The energy on D just was disappointing. They were slow to rotate. Communication was bad. No effort. I mean, the intensity on that end of the floor, where it needs to be, was just not there.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Klay Thompson has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Warriors leading by 11. And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half, we've got Williams, and it's Hutchinson in at the force. And that one's good, Weatherspoon.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
Back to Jones. Brown outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Oliver. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Oliver's got 10 points.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Fires for 3. A shot by Weatherspoon, no good. The Lakers shooting 69%, showing you what a well-oiled offense looks like tonight. Doumbouya passes to Oliver. A steal. Pass to Johnson. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Johnson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Warriors. And so it's the Lakers with it, and that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration, even for a nanosecond.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down, hard, and simple.
Offensive rebound, Oliver. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. And it's Brown missing.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And the basket by Johnson.
Richard Johnson.
Johnson's got his third basket of the night right there.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating. I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
To the inside. Three-pointer. The bounds. The Lakers will take possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Freaks checked in for Johnson. And so Brown will bring it up for the Lakers. 15-point game. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Lakers ball. Now into the lineup for your Lakers. Jay Huff. John Smith.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it.
That might indeed ignite a spark in this team.
Trying to get open is Johnson. And the basket by Hutchison.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Lakers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Knocks it loose. To the paint. Here's Weatherspoon. 5 points in the game. Shots good by Williams. And the Warriors lead by 17.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
5 on the clock. Here's Brown. No good there. The Warriors go the other way with it. Timeout called. The Warriors.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Outside Williams. Freak with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Mason against Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
No one near him. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mason's got 6.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
gets the three-pointer to fall.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Doumbouya, good.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Warriors leading by 16. Passes it to Hutchison. Here's Weatherspoon. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter of the game. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got his second bucket.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Timeout called the Lakers.
It's time for T-shirts. Get ready for the Dip Squad. Get ready for the Dip Squad.
Stanley Johnson, he's checked in for Doumbouya. And it's Mason with the ball for the Lakers, trailing by 19. Johnson up top. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Costly error there. We'll see how they rebound from that miscue.
Well, you know what? Their wounds are self-inflicted. I mean, you've got to play much smarter than that.
From outside the arc, and the basket by Hutchison. Hutchison's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And those triples, they sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Nailed from three-point land. Johnson's got 11 points.
Buckets coming in bunches right now. He is just being big time.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul. First team foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line
year
for the
ago,
Warriors,
he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
First free throw is good. Oliver's checked in for the Lakers. Jones comes in for Brown. And he makes both free throws. 32 seconds left to play here in the third. Inside, here's Jones. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Over to the wing. Back to Williams. And the pass to Weatherspoon. Over Jones. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Warriors foul. David Williams. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And here is Mason. And the layup is good. Oliver's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Get ready for the Dip Squad.
we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Warriors lead by 17. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. They've got Freak. Jones is out there with Mason. Then it's Johnson, and it's Oliver in at the 5.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Pass to Moody. There's the 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 4 assists in the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pass to Chioza. Thompson in the corner from past the arc. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Warriors leading by 15. Kuminga kicks to Thompson. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Thompson's got 19 points.
Well, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
Freak. And Freak throws it down home.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Boyas checked in for the Lakers. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Pass to Thompson. And here is Moody. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Stolen by Mason. And it's the Lakers on the break. Ball's knocked loose. Oliver passes to Johnson. It's good for his 8th consecutive basket in only 8 tries. Wow.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. The pass to Moody. It's stolen by Jones. 5-on-3 break. Mason for three. The Warriors pull it in. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Chioza. And here is Moody. Defended by Jones. A nice shot by Moody. Moody's got 9 points now in just the second half.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
To the wing right side. Lets it go with a 3. That one misses. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Dumboya passes to Jones. The quick look, no good that time.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Chioza. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. From deep. That shot off the mark. Lakers have gone 6 of 9 on their field goal attempts since the start of the fourth quarter. Jones, no one around him. That's in there. Jackson with the assist. Jones has got 5 points now this quarter.
Really good job there. That's the definition of the inside-out game.
Thompson from long range. Falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
And this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little 3 happy down the stretch sometimes. Letting it fly.
And the Lakers call time here. Balance player of the game, Klay Thompson.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he has.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Here's Dumboya. Johnson outside. Here's Oliver. And Wiseman sends it back. And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Here's Dumboya. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. Warriors leading by 16. Thompson from long range. Knocks down the 3 ball. Thompson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock again.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear win, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Warriors.
It was like watching a 3-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up. Whether the last several shots went down or not, 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
And what a huge standout performance it was
for Klay Thompson.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Sinks the three-pointer.
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
Passes to Smith. Here's the dude. Lakers passing it around. Clock at 6. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Lakers making a change here. Oliver's checked in. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Feeds to Wiseman. Here's Chiozza. Misses the 3. Here's Brown driving to the basket. And it's denied. Over to the left wing. And there's the pass to Kuminga. On the wing, Thompson. From downtown, the three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
And the Warriors lead by 21.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
Got a piece of it. So we see the Warriors get the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's go over to David Aldridge from the sideline for an interview with our player of the game. Hey, David.
Hey, thanks very much, Klay. You had it going tonight. Now, when you are that hot, what are you trying to do on the court?
Took a couple bad shots, a couple heat checks, but they went in tonight, fortunately. And when you got the hot hand, you're just looking for that little ounce of space, because all you need is an inch or two, and that thing's just flicking off your wrist so easy, and it just happened to be one of those nights.
That leads to one of those wins for your team, man. Thanks very much. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time.